I'm Dred Scott. I'm a visual artist. I'm calling on students and teachers in high school, middle school, or college. Fall of Freedom needs you, especially artists, musicians, and actors. Fall of Freedom is an urgent call to the arts community to unite in defiance of authoritarian forces sweeping the nation. Our democracy is under attack. Fall of Freedom will create a nationwide moment on November 21st and 22nd. Galleries, libraries, comedy clubs, theaters, and concert halls, and more are going to present defiant works and put them before the public. Why? Due process is gutted, universities are threatened and defunded, students are kidnapped, migrants are deported, troops are deployed in our cities, racism is reinvigorated, cruelty is celebrated, the arts are assaulted, we've seen Jimmy Kimmel yanked off the air, the Smithsonian museums have to have all their exhibitions and signage approved by the White House, the NEA, PBS, and NPR have all had their funding slashed. This is fascism in America. Artists are targeted because art matters and artists are a threat to American fascism. We're doing Fall of Freedom because art matters and courage is contagious. This is an open sourced and decentralized project. Organize your own event. No effort is too small. Fall of Freedom will include well-known musicians performing in 10,000-seat concert halls, as well as high school students like you showing work in libraries and everything in between. One of the targets of censorship has been to pull books off library shelves. All Boys Aren't Blue, The Handmaid's Tale, Genderqueer, a Memoir, The 1619 Project, and others have all been removed. Books like these help us understand the world and bring hope. When I was young, music was my jam. Public Enemy, The Clash, and Bob Marley kept me sane and opened my eyes to a much wider world. Now controversy swirls around Bad Bunny playing at the Super Bowl, and some adults are freaked out by Chappelle Roan. You are invited to connect with Fall of Freedom in ways that make sense for you. The work doesn't need to be polished to participate, but it should speak to our times. For example, you could study Picasso's Guernica, which was made in response to a fascist bombing of a civilian population. You could reply with a painting about oppression today. Or you could look at the power of more contemporary art. Trump signed an executive order criticizing the art exhibition, The Shape of Power, Stories of Race in American Sculpture, that was on view at the Smithsonian American Art Museum. You could research the artists in that show and do a teach-in on these artists, or hold an emergency exhibition of work that responds to the moment. Theater students could do stage reading of plays like The Laramie Project, The Crucible, or Designated Mourner. Musicians and poets could listen to Strange Fruit and then write lyrics about the terror haunting families targeted by ICE. And you could organize open mic sessions to present your new songs. All these ideas and more can be part of Fall of Freedom. Check falloffreedom.com for more info about how to participate, and then register your event on our site.